Hello, hello, hello. It is Dr. Sasheen. It is Tuesday here in the... Sorry, the airplane's going across. I do not own the rights to this music, by the way, but we are listening to a little Norah Jones in the background, which I'll turn down just a hair because there was a plane going overhead, so I'm trying to drown out the sound. Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Sasheen here, also known as the Metaphysical Goddess, your divorce mindset and energy coach. So I work in all three of those areas. Sometimes they combine, sometimes they do not. What are we talking about this glorious Tuesday in the beautiful northeast quadrant of the United States? We're talking about excuses, and I was listening this weekend to, because it was a long holiday weekend in many parts of the world, at least in many parts of the world. It was a long holiday weekend, so I had the chance to catch up on some inspirational things that I like to listen to, do some reading. And something that really resonated all weekend and the people that I was listening to was this idea that people start living their excuses as if their excuses are their reality. And that was really striking because I can remember when I was going through graduate school, I found every excuse in the world not to finish my dissertation, not to get it done. It didn't take me like 10 years, like the horror stories of some people, but it took me 5 to get through. And, it was tough. And there were times when I have I began to think that my excuses were real. Oh, I just don't have this ability. And that, mind you, I got into a PhD program. They're not exactly handing those out like cookies here. I got through the program. I got good grades. I had a fellowship. I had all this stuff pointing me in the right direction that, you've got this. But at the same time, I had a shit ton of excuses about why a girl like me couldn't succeed in a place like that. And it was really tough for a while until I got out of my head about why my excuses were not true. It's really easy to live your excuses. It's really easy to decide that the excuses that you make about something are in fact the reality. They're not. They're just excuses that you've made because you're afraid of stepping into a reality that you're unsure about. We make excuses to keep us small. We make excuses to make other people feel good. We make excuses to validate poor choices. We make excuses to validate inaction. We make excuses for all kinds of things. And ultimately, we begin to live our excuses as if they're actually our truth. We say, oh, I could never be. And then we set about giving 1,001 reasons why we could never be. This is why people like these talent shows, right? These America's Got Talent and whatever the latest one is. There've been so many of them over the years. I don't watch half of them because I can't keep up. But it's why we can sit on our couch and go, oh, I could never do that, right? I'm not tall enough. I'm too short. I'm too this. I'm too that. We begin to live our excuses as if our excuses are our reality. Our reality. Here's where the problem comes in. All that we're doing when we live our excuses is denying our truth. Because the truth of the matter is, there really is no excuse for not sitting down and writing the book that you want to write. The truth of the matter is, there's no excuse for not walking around the blog, except that you just don't want to. There's no excuse for not, and fill in the blank for whatever it is that you are making excuses about, except that you just don't want to. And if you could be honest and say, I just don't want to, then you could stop making excuses. Here's the rub. When you really do want to, but you're just terrified of the consequences of making that yes become your yes, then we need to really start talking about your excuses. I posted something yesterday that said, saying yes is not a revolution. Acting on the yes is the revolution. Because you can say yes to all kinds of things and give a lot of lip service to some amazing ideas, people, and places. But if you never act, you've done nothing revolutionary except give yourself another set of excuses, right? Well, I said yes, but that thing that I said yes to, it just didn't work out because I didn't actually do anything to make that yes into an actual yes. I just said yes, but I didn't actually mean yes. That is what I meant yesterday when I said yes in and of itself is not a revolutionary act. Acting on your yes is a fucking revolutionary act, right? When we say yes to the thing that we've been making excuses about and we begin to act one small step at a time towards that yes, we go, okay, yes, I'm gonna whatever, and we put something down or we pick something up or we say something or we don't say something or we move a different direction or we don't move a different direction. When we say yes and we act, we don't leave room for our excuses anymore. We stop living in the excuse of why we can't, and we begin to live in the revolution of I can. Because I can is a revolutionary statement. I will is even more revolutionary. But you know the most revolutionary statement of all? I am. I am. Because if you decide that you are, then you have to live like you are. No more excuses, no more second guessing, no more half-assing it. You just have to live it. So if you wake up and you go, I am something, and you're not living that truth, then you're just giving lip service. You're not revolutionary. You're just sitting on your couch going, well, I could have, if only, and life is still passing you by. You know, Mary Morrissey of Dream Builder Seminar says something beautifully, which is a lot of, you can live 1 year, the same year, 90 times, or you can live 90 years, 90 amazing years. Living in your excuses and giving your excuses the chance to shape your reality is living 1 year, 90 times. So you can be 90 years old and have lived the same year over and over and over again. Owning your truth and being revolutionarily I am something means that every year of your life is a new chance to be whatever you want to be, because I am is fluid, it's dynamic. So there was a little bit of a blip there. So in the end, you have to decide if you're going to continue to live your excuses, or if you're going to live plans. Make plans instead of excuses. So when you say yes to something and you automatically seize up because you're afraid, start making a plan for action, and then take a step. Just one. Good gracious. There are 24 hours in the day. 365 days in the year. I'll break it down for you even further. 24 hours in the day. 60 minutes in an hour. 60 seconds in a minute. Take a minute. Do something different. And then take another minute. And if you're freaking out by minute 2, chillax. For minute 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guess what? You still have 50 more minutes in that hour. Who knows what might happen? I am is the revolution. I can't is the excuse. Decide which one you're going to live today, and for the love, go live it fully. That's my message today, Dr. Sasheen, the Metaphysical Goddess here. If you are struggling with your idea of what you're going to do to stop living your excuses and to start living a revolutionary life, to stop allowing your excuses to rule your life and instead make plans for how you're going to get the life you want, you know how to find me. Click the link above to schedule a session with me. Hit me up at support@sasheenmobley.com. Leave a message here on the page. I always answer. You know how to find me because I am here for you. Have an excellent day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.